Hey guys, Buddy Glasgow here once again. Welcome back to my channel. And this is my 150th video. I want to say thank you very much to everyone who's watched my videos, my subscribers, anyone who's left a comment, even the bad ones. It's alright. Hope you'll be here for many more. And do subscribe and like or dislike down below. And I'm going to talk about something I've been wanting to talk about for a while, just haven't gotten to it. Been busy, especially with my computer being down. So, what is the topic of this video? Well, it's quite simple. College, is it worth it? Yes or no? And this is a very important subject. I probably should have done this at the beginning of the summer, but hey, we're good to go. So, the big question is about college is it worth the student loans you're getting to cover it? Yes or no? And the basic majority of the answer is going to be no. Unless you are going to be a doctor, a lawyer, or a high-end engineer, or high-end medical professional, other than an RN, above an RN in the hierarchy, it is not worth the student loan you're going to accumulate. And even then some. If you're especially a doctor and you become a specialist, you're going to struggle. Now, if you already have all your entire, if you're either wealthy enough or you saved enough or you got a full ride scholarship and it's not going to cost you that much, that's just you have nothing to worry about. Then it's probably going to be worth it. This is more along the lines of, if you don't have the money you're requiring on a student loan, is it worth it? And like I said, the answer is no, because the interest alone, in most chances, you're not going to make enough to be able to pay back the loan in time to make it not have to accumulate so much damn interest and ruin your credit. Credit is a bit of a scam anyway. I'll go over that in another video in the future. And here's another thing that's important. Despite what people think, you don't need a college degree for every fucking job in the world, okay? Sometimes college degrees are over fucking rated. I am speaking from experience. I have a college degree, and there are a lot of people who have higher college degrees than I got, and I fucking outsmart them at every continued pace. I outsmarted them before I got a college degree, and I continue to do so, even on people who have years of experience. Mainly that's because of either I'm self-taught, common sense, or a combination of the two. Anyway, so... And now, how do we make it possible for before we go to college? Don't go to the big high-up colleges. Don't go to the Ivy League colleges. And don't go to a big campus college. It's a waste of fucking time. Unless, like I said, you're fucking totally loaded or you got everything paid for. It's not going to be worth it. You could go, if you really are needing a college degree, or you're jonesing for one, or you're needing a trade degree, go to a smaller local college. They're usually cheaper, quicker, more flexible on their scheduling, and can usually have evening hours if you work a day job, or even some online courses. But some of the better ones are ones you can get OJT or on-the-job training along with it, because that's where your experience is going to come in. Because you can come in with all the book marks in the world on a job, and if you don't have a little bit of experience other than computer tech, it ain't going to mean nothing. For example, when I got my degree and I worked my very first day on the job, or actually when I started externing, the very first thing out of the person's mouth was screaming, okay, you know half that shit you just studied in college? Yes, throw it out. It ain't gonna fucking make a difference. And they were right. A lot of it didn't make a fucking difference. It didn't mean shit. Book world is different than reality. So, if you stick with the lower colleges, they're usually cheaper. They're usually under 10 grand. And a student loan on that is much easier and quicker to pay off. And so you don't have to accumulate. Whereas a bigger college may be up to $40,000 a year. That's a fucking house every year you're paying for tuition. So if you go 4 years, you just could have bought yourself 4 houses. At least in my area, $40,000 gets you a good sized house in my area. If you're anywhere else, like in a big city, one of the big states, no, it's not. But anyway, by the time you get out of there, you would have afforded a house. It's still the same thing. If you're looking now, if you're still in school, still in high school, and you don't want to go to college, learn a trade. There are many high schools now. I know my community high school has it. They've expanded on it finally. Years ago, where they give out college courses where you earn credits for college, and you could actually learn for certification for certain trades. You have welding, you have carpentry, I believe electricians. They even do pre-medical. There's a lot of medical classes they have. Law enforcement, teaching. A lot of these can go towards credits for either your certification for the trade or college. And this would also help decrease your college cost. Which means you don't have to take out as many fucking loans. Which means you're not subject to the fucking interest. Because in reality, most people, when they get out of college, when they have a student loan, they defer the payments for a very long time until it's accumulated a shit ton of interest. And in the end, it doesn't make it worth it. I was fortunate enough I had a free ride in college. Okay? Full disclosure, I had a free ride because my job closed down. And they, thankfully, due to the contract, they had to pay for my college. So I had a free ride. So that's how I got to where I was with my college. And I didn't go to college for almost, 7 years after I graduated high school. So you don't have to go to college right away. If you want to earn some freedom, earn some extra cash, do it. There's nothing wrong with that. Factory work is no shame in doing it. That's what I did for the longest time after high school. Made great money at it in the area. Not all factory work pays the same, but there are some factory jobs where you can make over $10-20 an hour. Just a high school education or GED. There's nothing wrong with that. That's what we need. For example, there are some people when I was working at the factory that shut down, they're making almost $20 an hour on piece rate. Some are making 25. The Chrysler plant, a couple towns over from me, there are people making $25-30 an hour there, and they don't have no college degree. So a college degree isn't always what it's cracked up to be. Look at teachers. They have a very hard time. They're unemployment 3 months out of the year in most states, most counties. They don't make a whole lot annually, in my opinion. Some say it's enough. I don't think it is. I think they should be paid a little bit more. And then you got to take on the fact of the college loans. So you got to not only survive, feed yourself, keep a roof over your fucking head, you got to pay off the college loans. Because you can't. Here's another warning you got to worry about. College loans are one of the very few loans that you cannot declare bankruptcy on. You will owe that till you're fucking dead and beyond. Okay? So be aware of that. They don't like to tell you that, but that's the truth. So here's a few things you should look out for if you're going to think about going to college. So here's what you think. Will the degree that I'm going for actually benefit you? Will it make you enough money to survive, make money, so you can have some good pocket change, and pay off the loan at the same time? Or even pay it off even more? If the answer is no, then chances are, don't go for it. Same with the math. Get a degree you're going to fucking actually use. I know a lot of people who went for them, quite a few people who went through the master's degrees don't even fucking use it. And don't give me they like to give this, well, at least I have it. Well, that's a fucking waste of time. If it was a free ride, like I said, it's no big deal. But a lot of these people paid for it out of their pocket, and you're just sitting on it. It's a waste of money. I have a thing about wasting money, sorry. Tricks to getting lower tuition costs or not paying for it all. Check into a job you have, or get into a job where it might be where you're wanting to go. See if they have a college program, because a lot of companies nowadays will pay for your college if it's going to benefit them. The trade-off is you have to work for them usually for about a year, maybe 2, depending on the company. But it's usually a full ride. Some will pay 80%. But usually most will pay for the entire college course if it benefits them. If it's something they're going to get. So, which is fine, because if it's something you're going to do where you're at, or that you could use, you can take the college courses, get your spot where you're going to be at this job temporarily, get the experience, and then when you decide to leave after the year's up, you have about a year's experience of whatever you were doing. That's another downside to a college degree. A lot of places you go to apply for that want a college degree also want fucking experience. Anywhere between 6 months to years of experience, and they do not count externship as a fucking experience. So basically, when you go to college, you have no fucking where to go. One example of mine is I wanted to do a certain part of my job. My job entails is like a Swiss Army knife. I have a jack of all trades, basically, which is why I picked it. And in my field, one of the spots I wanted to do, here's the funny thing, you got to have experience, okay? And so the place I went to first, you got to have 6 months experience. Okay, well, how the fuck do I get experience when I can't get a job to get the experience on? Same way with home, out of the house thing. You got to have about a year's experience. Well, so you got to find something that you're going to be able to get experience on. And I know it's just, I have other friends that said the same thing. My suggestion would be get something you're looking good at, something you can get at your high school or a local trades college. Trades, geez. There's a lot of trades we need. Construction, welding. Goddamn, welders in my area can make up to $25-$30 an hour, and in my town that is a fucking fortune. Even in the town over, that's like Chrysler pay. That's LPN and nurses pay, RN nurse pay. Okay. So, you could be making as much as a LPN at $20-$25 an hour, have your high school, just take your certification, you don't have to take any college credit, so you've already got it for free, so you're one up. While that nurse who had to go to college, if he or she didn't have a full ride, it's got to pay back that loan. Plus, there's extra things they got to pay for extra insurance, licensing, and you're ahead of the curve. And then if you want to change later, okay, you're doing welding, run it for a year or two, you'll make plenty of fucking money. If you go out to the oil fields, Jesus Christ, they're paying $35-$40 an hour. Any of these places where they're doing oil, fracking, anything, anything that concerns construction with metal and welding, you're going to make some money. And you only have a high school degree. As long as you get the high school degree and then do your certification test and you got your certification paper, you'll be okay. So yeah, same way with construction, same way with heating and air conditioning, plumbing. A lot of jobs have apprenticeship programs. It won't cost you anything. You just go and apprenticeship under a master or for a year or so, and that's your experience. It doesn't cost you anything but your time. A lot of times you can get paid for the apprenticeship. And again, sometimes it's not a lot of money, but probably around the area, say it's maybe worth $8 to $10 an hour, and around your area, you might be able to survive off of that for a year or so. And then it wouldn't cost you anything. You go for certification, and you're good. So there's a lot of alternatives to college degrees that are out there, but they don't want to tell you that because that's where colleges make their fucking money, and quite frankly, that's where Uncle Sam makes his money. Because who do you think's backing the student loans? So again, college worth it? Depends. Usually, if you're having to pay for it out of your pocket, the answer again, most of the time it's not. But then again, if you don't fucking care and you just want to go and waste, you'll find someone who has a college loan. If you think I am absolutely full of fucking shit, go find some people who have student loans that they're having to pay out of their fucking pocket with. Okay, and if they get to tell you, oh yeah, I'm perfectly fine. I don't college loan is almost fucking done. I haven't paid no fucking interest. Then you go for what they said. But I'm gonna fucking guarantee you, most of them aren't going to, especially if they ain't rich. So, thank you. That's my 150th video. That's college, on whether you should go or not. Go down, like, dislike, and subscribe. As always, you guys take care, and I'll see you all next time.